Hello and welcome to another video. So today we're at the shed and the plan is again to get the whole set out, so the full H2R set. And this is because I put on a couple of weeks ago that I got everything out for the Yorkshire Post, and that went from the Yorkshire Post to another 3 regional papers to then 3 national papers. And now I've had BBC Look North approach me to do an interview. So down here again one Sunday to dig everything out. So I'll get some photos and films of doing that, and hopefully I'll be able to get a snippet of the news report, and I'll put it up as well. So I hope you like this video. If you do, give me a like, give me a subscribe, hype as well, and I'll see you in a bit. There we are. Blue's here with his fodder beat he's found. So we've got everything pulled out. Twin shoehorned in there. The RH on its new trolley. Looking good. Someone's enjoying himself. And then here it is. It's a better place for the sun. So this is my Lister H2R set. So this is where the Lee's Lister's parts come from. So just to run through what they are. First up, left to right, we have a 1915 Lister H, then 1917 Lister J, 1918 Lister K, 1917 Lister L, 1921 Lister M, 1918 Lister N, 1918 Lister P, 1920 Lister Q, and 1922 Lister R. So that is my Lister H2R set of engines. So what I'm going to do now, while I wait for them to get here, we're just going to have a bit of a sweep up in the shed, because it's not very often we get them all out and there's room to sweep round them all. So that's the next part, is a bit of a sweep and tidy up and get ready for them to come, and then I'll shove them all back in. Yay. 40 minutes it takes to get, with 2 of us, to get them all out, so it's not a 5-minute job. So the dog's enjoying himself. Right, we'll come back when they're here. So here's the set. I forgot to actually put the water tanks on them too, so I've just stuck it on again. So R, Q, P, N, M, L, K, J H or H J K L M N P Q and the R type. Down and blow, the piston comes back up and blows the exhaust gases out the exhaust. Bang, blow. So they suck the petrol in, they squeeze it mixed with air and petrol. Bang, magneto creates a spark which pushes the piston down. Starting the smallest one is a listed H. This engine is 1915, 1.5 horsepower. Then it goes into the J, 1917, 2.5 horsepower. Then the K, 1918, 2.5 horsepower petrol paraffin. This one is the L, 1917, 4 horsepower petrol. M, 1921, 4 horsepower petrol paraffin. This one is the N, 1918, 7 horsepower petrol. The P, 1918, 7 horsepower petrol paraffin. The Q, 1920, 8 horsepower petrol paraffin. And last but not least, the R, which is 1922, 9 horsepower petrol. So here we are, roll back in. We spent I think it was maybe even 3 hours with them. So I hope you like the clip that they've done. Yeah, and please make sure to give me a like, subscribe, hype the video as well. That does help. And I'll catch you in the next video. We'll see you later. Tarra.
I think a little bit different for you now. An agricultural engineer from Tarra has amassed and restored a unique collection of engines all over 100 years old. The Lister engines were used on farms to power things like water pumps and sawmills. Well, Lise, who owns over a dozen engines, says the machines are becoming harder to find and his collection is the only one of its kind in the world. Cathy Killick reports.
Collected over more than 20 years, each one of Lise's Lister engines is in working order. Once common on farms up and down the country, now they're collector's items.
So this is my range of Lister H2R engines. This is the smallest one of the H at 1.5 horsepower from 1915, for the R of 1922 at 9 horsepower.
The collection is thought to be unique because they've been restored as they left the factory, and he's got a complete set of the engines built between 1915 and 1921. His father and grandfather were engine enthusiasts too, and got him started early.
So I got my first engine in 2003. I was 11-year-old. It was a Lister D. They were relatively cheap back then. You could buy a fully restored one for about £30. So yeah, I got my first one then, and it basically snowballed from there.
You can say that again. It's fair to say Lee got the bug, admiring the workaday functionality of these mechanical workhorses.
The basics of a 4-stroke engine is suck, squeeze, bang, blow. So they suck the petrol in, they squeeze it mixed with air and petrol, bang, magneto creates a spark which pushes the piston down, and blow, the piston comes back up and the exhaust gases leave.
Lee now has 16 engines in all and makes videos about them on YouTube.
Hello,
and welcome to Lee's Listers. And this is Know Your Listers.
His expertise has earned him much appreciation in the engine world.
I like the restoration side. I like buying them as complete wrecks and ruins and restoring them. It's my getaway from work. I can go in the shed and tinker with them, restore them. So yeah, I've learnt a lot over the years with them.
As Lee is only 34, he has many more years of collecting ahead, filling the ultimate man shed with the fruits of his hobby. Cathy Killick, BBC Look North, Tadcaster.
That is quite a man shed, isn't it? Now.